last class we have started actually lines and angles. Okay, then from the first exercise we have completed 3 questions also, isn't it? Let us continue with 3 more questions is remaining in that exercise. So let us continue with our fourth question today. See, fourth question teacher is writing the question, but next question onward teacher is not writing the question. Okay, only answer. You have to copy the question from your textbook. Okay, because it is time consuming. That's fine. So in the first one, fourth one is already given to you that in figure x plus y is same as z plus w. That is given to you. But we have to prove that AOB is a line. AOB is a line. By seeing the rough figure itself, we can see that AOB is a straight line. But how do we show the same? For showing the same, we can apply, see, all the angles are around at O. All the angles are around at O. And we have studied that angles at a point is 360 degrees. See this one. If you draw a circle starting from here, when you complete this forms a circle, no. That's why full angle is 360 degree. So we can write x plus y plus z plus w equal to 360 degree. But they have given to you that x plus y is same as z plus w. So in the second line, instead of z plus w, teacher is writing x plus y itself because it is given to us. So we can write x plus y equal to 360 given to us. Then 2 times x plus y is equal to 360. So what is x plus y only? Twice is 360. So what is x plus y alone? 360 by 2, that is equal to 180 degree. Is it okay? And we studied that sum of x and y are adjacent angles, isn't it? They have a common ray OC, they have a common vertex O. So we can write that. What can we write? If sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then their non-common arms are opposite rays ആയിരിക്കും. Non-common എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ AO and BO are in the opposite direction, or AOB is a line. The meaning is AOB is a line. Finished. Let us move to our fifth question. Teacher already told you, teacher is not writing the question, only answer. So, go through the question from your textbook. So, in fifth question, they told you that, see, POQ is a line. We can see that. It's a straight line. OR is a perpendicular one. OR, the straight one. So, what will be the angle formed here? QOR equal to 90 degree. Similarly, the right side. These two together is also giving 90 degree to us. Any doubt to you? Is it clear? OR, perpendicular means both sides we have 90 degree, 90 degree. Then what we have to show? We have to show that angle ROS is equal to half of in bracket QOS minus POS. Okay. There are so many methods to reach the same question. Teacher already told you, if you know easy methods, you can follow. Okay. By studying or by doing and by getting practice, you will get easy methods. Okay. So let us do. What I am doing is, in ROS, for finding ROS, we have to take two terms. One is QOS, the other one is POS. So in terms of POS, let us write first. See this one. POS and ROS together is giving 90 degree. So from this, ROS can be find out using 90 minus POS. That is our equation 1. One side finished. Then in terms of QOS needed. So ROS equal to, ROS can be written as the big angle QOS minus QOR. QOS minus of this 90 degree is giving which one? ROS. So 90 minus QOS minus 90 degree. Okay. So QOS can be, ROS can be written as QOS minus 90 degree. That is teacher's second equation. Okay. Then you add 1 and 2 together. So on your left hand side, 1 ROS, 1 ROS. Their sum is 2 ROS. But right side, look at right side. 90 minus 90. When you are adding, what to happen? Get cancelled. and QoS positive but PoS minus sign. So we can also write QoS minus PoS. Then you take this 2 to the right side. Transpose 2 to the right side. So ROS equal to 2 on transposing what we have. Half into inside the bracket QoS minus PoS. Finished. Using PoS we can write ROS is equal to 90 minus the small one. Since QoS is very big, but we can write QoS minus 90 is giving which one? ROS. Two equations. By adding these two, we will reach our required answer. Is it clear? Let us move to sixth one, the last one. See, in sixth one, actually some information is given to us and they told you that according to the information, you have to draw a rough figure yourself. So let us draw the same ourselves. XYZ is an angle given as 64 degree. So all of you understood that Y, the middle one is called the vertex. So try to draw a small angle X, Y, Z. Y at the vertex. Okay. And it is given to you that 64 degree. Then in question, second line they told you that, then which one? Extend XY up to P. Extend, already this is extending. This side already extending, so needed want to extend again. So only possibility is to left side. Up to P. So up to P, teacher has extended. Okay. Then they told you, then we have a new angle ZYP. First it was only 64. Now it is ZYP. So do you know what is the measure of ZYP? First it was XYZ only. Now we have extended it. So this is surely a straight line. So one angle 64, what will be the other adjacent angles? We have studied that yesterday. Which one? ZYP plus ZYX equal to 180 degree. We have studied that linear pairs. So we can write ZYP equal to 180 minus 64 equal to how much for us? 96. Sorry, not 96. How much? 116 for us. Isn't it? 116 for us. Okay. 116 degree we got it now. Is it clear? Then they told us to draw a ray YQ in such a way that it is the exact bisector of the angle. What is meant by bisection? Dividing into two equal parts. That means that these two parts are equal parts. So total angle 116. So what is the measure of each part? We can write that since YQ bisects angle ZYP, each angle formed. ZYQ equal to angle QYP equal to half of 116 equal to how much degree for us? 58 degree for us. Is it clear up to this? Now come to question. XYQ and reflex angle QYP they asked. QYP we got it now. So reflex QYP, how do we calculate reflex QYP? 360 minus 58. How much coming to us? 302 degree. 302 degree. One more is there. Which one? XYQ. Look at the picture. How do you reach X, Y, Q? In order to get X, Y, Q, this is the angle needed to us. This much part is needed to us. So how do we get these two? Sum of 1 and 64. So we can write QYZ plus ZYX, sum of the two angles. So we have 58 plus 64 equal to how much for you? 122. Okay. Any other doubt? 122 degree. That was the end of exercise 6.1. Let us move to the other topic. Let us see. Let us move to our next topic, that is angles formed by pair of parallel lines and a transversal. Transversal means it's only a line which intersects parallel lines at two distinct points. Such lines are called transversal. A line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points are called transversals. But here we are considering transversal line which intersects parallel lines. Suppose AB and CD are parallel lines. You know what is parallel lines? Lines which do not intersect anywhere are called parallel lines. But parallel lines gives same distance. Wherever you extend, you can see that distance between them are same. They never intersect. They are parallel lines. Two parallel lines AB, second one CD. Then let us consider a transversal. Teacher is noting it by T, small letter T. T means transversal. At distinct points means different points or separate points. So one is at P and this line is at Q. T intersect AB at P, CD at Q. Two different points. Now around P, 4 angles are there. Let me mark 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through the same order. At Q also we have 4 angles, 5, 6, 7, 8. And from this we are going to consider 3 different angles. 3 different types of angles. First one is called corresponding angles. Corresponding. From the name itself. What is the word meaning of corresponding? Corresponding angles means angles occupies the same position, or we can define them in a unique manner, in the same manner. Okay. Corresponding angles means same position. Angles in the same position. Suppose if you take AB, if teacher is taking 2, how can we define 2? Above AB and on the right side of transversal. Is there any other angle CD? Is there any angle on CD in the same position? Above CD and the right of transversal. Here comes 6. So 2 and 6 are one of the 2 and 6 is one of the pairs. And we can see that they are always equal in measure. Equal in measure. Similarly, below AB, right of transversal. That is 3. Angle 3. Equal to similarly below CD, right of T. Which angle is the 7? Another pair. Then next pair is on the left side of transversal. Left side above the lines. Above the lines are 1 and 5. 1 equal to 5. Then below the lines, which are they? 4 and 8. 4 equal to 8. So we can see that there are 4 pairs of corresponding angles formed, and also corresponding angles are equal in measures. Corresponding angles are equal in measures. Next one, alternate interior angles. Alternate is very clear to you because alternate numbers means 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. are alternate numbers. Okay. But alternate interior angles. What does it mean? Interior needed. Interior means in between the lines. In between the lines, we have only 4 angles. In between the lines, we have only 4 angles. These are the interior angles. These 4 are called interior angles. They are in between the lines. And among this, see, either you go with clockwise direction or anti-clockwise. But you have to keep the starting point. So, teacher is starting from 4. Anywhere you can start. So, 4, 3, 6, 5. 4, 3, 6, 5. Like this way teacher is moving. 4, 3, 6, 5. Like that way moving. So, order is 4, 3, 6, 5. Teacher told you to take interior angles we have taken. Then position is on alternate position. So, which are they? 4, 5. 4, 6. 3, 5. They are alternates. That is in between the lines and in the alternate position. 4 and 6, Similarly, 3 and 5. And we can see that these two angles are also equal in measures. Alternate pair means how many are there? Two pairs only. And we can see that they are also equal in measures. First one, corresponding angles. Here interior angles only need to consider, and we can see that they are equal in measures. Only two pairs. 4 equal to 6, 3 equal to 5. Next, last one, co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. Co-interior angles means interior angles itself. Okay, 4 are there. Co-interior, what does it mean? Co-interior, on the same side. On the same side. Interior angles, but on the same side. On the same side means? Same side of transversal. Right hand side, left hand side. Which are the interior angles on the right side? 3 and 6. Isn't it? Similarly on the left side, 4 and 5. But in case of co-interior angles, they are not equal. But the relation is their sum is equal to 180 degree. Their relation is, their sum is 180 degree. That is 3 plus 6, 180. Similarly, the next pair, 4 plus 5 is also equal to 180 degree. 4 plus 5 is equal to 180 degree. By heart the result, then only you can answer the coming questions. Okay, let us move to exercise 6.2. Okay. Now teacher is moving to exercise 6.2. In figure, find x and y, then show that AB parallel to CD. First you have to get the values of x and y. Then what we can say? Then we can show that AB parallel to CD. By figure itself, AB is a straight line, CD is also a straight line. By seeing they are parallel also, but we have to show the same. For that, look at here, x and 50 degree. They are adjacent and they are lying on this line. Isn't it? Lying on this line. So which type of angles are these two, x and 50 degree? It's very clear to you. From figure, what can we write? From figure, we can write x plus 50 degree equal to 180. Since the reason is linear pair. Okay. So we can write x equal to 130 degree. Similarly, look at here. Which type of angles are these two, y and 360? Very clearly we can write y equal to 130. Reason is vertically opposite angles. Isn't it? Vertically opposite angles. Is it clear? That is x equal to y equal to 130 degree. We got it now. But look at this, teacher told you know which three types of angles, corresponding, alternate and co-interior angles. Look at here, x and y are in between the lines. X and y are in between the lines and on alternate positions. So they are which type of angles? Alternate angles. So what can we write in conclusion? Here x and y form a pair of instead of writing alternate interior angles, teacher is using AIA. Pair of alternate interior angles implies, what can we say? AB parallel to CD. The lines are parallel to each other. Okay, go through all these carefully. If you have any doubt, you can ask me the same. Thank you.